what's going on, everybody? What's going on, pre-PTs? Welcome back to another Mic Drop Mentorship. For those of you who don't know, my name is Casey Coleman. I'm a physical therapist and one of the co-founders at Pre-PT Grind. And basically, we know what you've been through. We know the anxiety, we know the struggles, we know the frustration you're going through right now. So we come in here anywhere between twice, 3 times a week, just to give you some value, just to help you out, just to give you some gems, to help you on this journey. Because like I said, we know how hard it is. So on this Mic Drop Mentorship, I want to talk about trying too hard. I want to talk about trying too hard as a pre-PT student, on your way to becoming a physical therapy student, on your way to becoming a physical therapist. Sometimes, and this goes for, I guess, a lot of things in life, sometimes we try to make, or sometimes we do make things more complicated than they really need to be. And I'm a person who's like, life is more complicated than it needs to be right now, it's already complicated. Why make it any more stressful? And sometimes what I see is that happens with a lot of pre-PTs and a lot of other things in life. But for the purpose of this live stream, for the purpose of Pre-PT Grind, for the purpose of this Facebook group and Instagram, YouTube, podcasts, is I'm going to talk specifically about the pre-PTs and making life too complicated. So you're trying too hard. You're trying way too hard. And what I mean by this is, as pre-PTs, we want to get into PT school so bad that our effort can sometimes come across as not as genuine as it can be, or not as real as it can be, because we're reading a blog, or we're watching a YouTube video, or you're watching this Mic Drop Mentorship, or you're listening to a podcast, and you're regurgitating stuff that someone has said before or you think will make you impressive before internalizing it yourself and making it your own, then you come across as trying too hard. So, of course, everything that you're probably seeing is great. All the stuff that you're hearing from myself and Joseph and the rest of the team is great. But sometimes if you don't internalize it yourself and make it your own and practice it and master it, which is what I'll talk about in a second, it'll come across as not being real. You'll come across as fake. You'll come across as trying way too hard. And you guys know what I'm talking about. You all have seen it before. You've seen somebody trying to dance that can't dance. You've seen somebody try to sing who can't sing. You've seen someone who's trying to be funny, who's not really funny, and you get this kind of cringe thing. It's like, that's not it. And some of you are coming across as cringe-worthy pre-PTs because you're just trying too hard. And they can see right through it in an essay, on a campus visit, in an email, on a phone call, on an interview. And it's just not coming across how you want it to. So what you need to do first is be honest and be genuine with what you're trying to say. Whether you find something good on a blog or a YouTube video or from us, if it's good, great. But don't try to come across as regurgitating exactly what we're trying to say, because what we're saying is us. What we're saying is genuine. What we're saying is real because we've been through it. Now you guys have to take that into yourself, remix it up, put it through your machine, filter it however you need to, practice it so it becomes you. And when you say it, you're not coming across as, they're trying too hard. That's just, something's not right there. Ooh, I can see they're trying to be fake. Because you guys can see it. If y'all can see it, everybody else can see it. If that's you. So first, if something doesn't ring true with you, make sure you don't try to push that on yourself. If you're like, nah, that's just not me, put that aside. First of all, put that aside. Then if it does ring true with you, then make sure you master it. Make sure you practice it. Make sure you make it your own. Yes, make sure you're authentic. Oh, snap, we got a lot of people on here. I didn't even say what's up. Oh, snap, I waved. Jennifer, Debbie, what's up? Lily, Sharon, Katie, Gail, Robin, Jack. I didn't even see you guys come in. Shoot. Taylor, what's going on? Pauline, thanks for joining, everybody. Marisol, thanks for joining as well. But yeah, make sure you master it. Make sure you practice it. Like, okay, and mastery is like the unconscious effort of doing something, right? What have you guys mastered right now? Probably driving and texting, tying your shoe, riding a bike. If you're good at cooking, scrolling on your phone and watching TV, multitasking. You guys can do that without the conscious effort, correct? If you guys have ever played sports before, or ever played a musical instrument, you become able to master it, and you start to be able to do it without conscious effort. So for example, I played the drums for churches and college, different places around Chicago, and I've mastered it to the point, and I'm not the best, trust me. There's people that I grew up with who are doing amazing things in music, but I've mastered it to the point where I could read music, I can play, I can communicate with the rest of the band, I can drop something and still hold the beat. You guys understand what I'm talking about. If you played sports before, you guys have mastered it to the point where it has become unconscious effort. So in your pre-PT journey, whether it's your essay, your interview, study habits, the GRE, whatever it is, you guys need to master that so that it becomes unconscious effort and it becomes internalized as yourself. So you don't come across as faking it and trying too hard and becoming that cringeworthy pre-PT. Nobody wants that. It's ugly. It doesn't come across right. Everybody feels awkward. And you can avoid all of that by making sure you master whatever it is you're trying to come forth and bring into fruition as a pre-PT student in whatever area your application that you're trying to get better at. So basically, this whole point of this trying too hard thing is making sure you master whatever part you're trying to do in your application. What's going on, Sydney? Thanks for joining. That's pretty much it. Make sure you're not regurgitating what I say. Make sure you're not regurgitating what Joseph says. Make sure you're not just pulling pieces together from different blogs and different YouTubes and different podcasts and trying to be like, oh, what they said was good. That will make me look impressive. Yeah, they might be like, oh, that was a nice little question, but they'll still see. That's not really hers. That's not really his. Is there something deeper that you can show to me? Is there something more to you than just that surface level question or that surface level practiced answer? All of this stuff has to be you. You guys ask us all the time, how do I stand out? It's you. It becomes you. Your answer is in the question. How do I stand out? You become different. You stand out. You are unique. It's not the surface level that you're masking it with, to make yourself look different. You have to become it first. Then everything else will show after that. So that's pretty much it. I'm going to hop on over to Instagram. If you guys don't follow us on Instagram, I'm going to do a live stream on Instagram as well, talking pretty much on the same topic. So if you want to follow me there, give me a few minutes. I'll hop on over to Instagram and do a live stream there. If you don't follow us there, just pre-PT Grind. That's pretty much it, at pre-PT Grind. And you can catch me on Instagram. But this is pretty much it. Don't be fake. Be genuine. Be honest. Practice. A lot of you aren't putting in the work that you need to do. A lot of you aren't putting in that work that you think needs to be done. You're like, oh man, I just need a few minutes here. I just need a few hours here. Faculty reads, yeah, they see everything. They know, they're smart people. I talked about that last week. They're smart people. They know what they're doing. They read it. They know what's going on. But you guys have to practice this. You guys have to master it. There's a saying that I use all the time. I think it's Abe Lincoln or something like that. If you have 6 hours to chop down a tree, make sure you're using 4 to 5 hours to sharpen that axe. So when you swing that thing, you only need 1 or 2 chops and that tree is down, it's cut. So whatever you're doing now, whether it's the GRE, the interview, the campus visit, whatever you're preparing for your grades, make sure your axe is sharp. Make sure you're putting in that work. Make sure you're preparing. So when you swing for that application, 1 swing and you're done. You don't have to keep hacking. You don't have to keep using all this effort. You don't have to tire yourself out and become, bring on all this anxiety because that tree's not falling down. You need to make sure you're sharpening that thing right now. So when you swing, it's over. So thanks for joining us. Thanks for watching. Remember, I'm going to hop on over to Instagram. Follow me there if you want, at pre-PT Grind. And this was another Mic Drop Mentorship. Hope you found it valuable. Share with your friends, tag your friends, bring them in the Facebook group, share the podcast, share the YouTube, everything like that. We're just trying to help your pre-PT journey become as smooth, efficient, easy as it can be. So thanks for listening. I'll see you guys soon.